Big day today, Paul. Big day.
What is it?
You don't know what today is?
September 1st?
That is correct. You don't know?
But not the answer.
Keep going. Any other guesses before you break my heart for the whatever?
Is this like some anniversary of you at our company or something?
Oh, you're very warm. Hot even.
Okay.
We've been doing this, not this podcast, but 5 years.
5?
5. I mean, it feels like 50, but it's been 5.
That's right. You've aged horribly. It's like watching a
Jesus. Oh my God. 5.
That's funny.
Yeah.
5 years today.
Today.
So we, as I recall, we debuted this at Microsoft. Was it Ignite or still?
Yeah, it was Ignite. It was Ignite, but it wasn't that year. I think it was maybe the following year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a cautionary tale, folks.
Don't follow your dreams or your hopes, ambitions.
No. You'll appreciate this better than anyone. We were in a meeting in New York. I'll never forget this room or the terribleness of this decision. But someone, we'll say, wanted us to do a podcast on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I both, with years of experience as our guide, said that's a stupid idea. Nothing ever happens over the weekend. In fact, most things just shut down Friday, and there usually isn't any major news until Monday. You know? So I said, I equated it to I think it was the comedian John Oliver, who does like last week's news tonight or something.
Yeah, last week tonight. I like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but the point was, it's like this is in his case, I think it's a Sunday night show. It's like this is a stupid time to do a recap of the news because it's all, it's all happened or whatever. Anyway, the thing I blurted out like an idiot was, it makes more sense to do like a short podcast every day than it does to do one on Monday. And then they were like, "Yep, that's what we're doing. That's great. That's a great idea." And I was like, "No, I didn't say I wanted to do that. But it just got steamrolled."
Yep. And then the legal documents showed up. We had to sign them that within 5 seconds, and here we are every day.
This is like our version of being waterboarded. It's like it just never stops. It's like no. What is it? It's like Sisyphus, the guy who pushes the rock up the mountain, and then if he ever gets to the top, it just rolls down. He has to do it again. I mean, I enjoyed chatting with you, Brad. I didn't
I'm feeling the love. This is actually.
I will say this. No, let me take it back.
Yeah, keep digging.
No. This is true. I didn't realize we were going to talk about this topic, but
nor did I.
Right. If I wasn't doing this with you, I wouldn't do this. Like I couldn't do this every day like otherwise.
Well, this is episode, I think, 895. So
wow. So let's see, 895 episodes in 15-minute increments. It's, probably average, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, something.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Sometimes less, sometimes more.
Well, so in a way, at least by episode count, this is the most episodes of any podcast I've been part of, even though I've been doing Windows Weekly since 2000.
Yeah, but that's on a weekly, so you're doing max 52 a year there.
Yeah, and 2+ hours each week. I mean, often last week was.
I would be curious to see what the total volume of time though is. I bet it's closer.
I bet it's closing in. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's why I was thinking like 15-minute increments. But we've done 685 episodes, so it's probably not actually that close. Yeah. But it's gonna. The growth curve is there. It's thanks to compound interest.
Yeah. Is that how this works?
I may not understand money, Brad, but anyway.
Speaking of money, you know what I did this morning, Paul?
No.
To celebrate, this wasn't actually aligned this way, but it kind of worked out. So, ordered a car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
I wasn't expecting it. No, actually I was. So, you ready? People who have understood what I said.
I almost want to guess, but I haven't been. I don't know where your head was at.
Yeah.
most recently.
So we ended up ordering, and we'll see. There's a lot of like variables involved still, and you'll understand here in a second. So we ordered a Tesla Model Y.
Jeez. To which I say, why?
To which I say, well, first off, we liked it a lot better than the 3. It's effectively a Model 3, but just like bigger.
Is this? Oh, this is bigger. See,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
So
what
it's
this
like the same, similar dimensions, but you sit up off the ground higher. The ceiling is higher. It's more akin to like a small
it's
SUV.
a crossover.
Yes,
Like
crossover.
yeah.
That's the word I could not think of. So there's a
Okay.
couple reasons why we went this route. What? Oh, is it right?
Up on the website, and it just went bright white on me.
Yeah. So you order it, and then you don't take delivery for somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks. Probably we're thinking we're hoping is that even a word? Hoping that it's closer to that 4-week mark, because the idea here is that if my kid, we feel like if school is going to shut down, it's going to either be really, really soon or just not at all, and they're just going to ride this out somehow. So either my kid will come home and then we'll just not take delivery of the car, because you can actually defer delivery. Like it doesn't really cost you anything to do this. So you order it and they say, hey, you can pick your car up in 2 weeks if you want, or you can say, nope, put me at the back of the list. And you can do that a couple times, so we can effectively delay it until, if we really wanted to, like probably next year.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it is. Like the Tesla styling leaves me really cold. Like as a car fan, I just look at
I
this,
was exactly the same way.
But I get I've driven, I haven't driven them. I mean, I certainly understand the appeal of the speed, which is insane.
Yep.
And then the technology. Although, as I get older, I mean, the fact that my car has to be updated, to keep it going or whatever is a little alarming, in the Microsoft sphere and whatnot.
Yeah, we've talked about it. We looked at quite a few, and it was surprising. It was my wife that kind of pushed us this way. When she got in the 3, she's like, yep. Within
Really?
seconds. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. It is your kind of car for sure.
It's a car you can tinker with, not like the engine, but it's like it's a data machine, which is what I enjoy, the stat side of it and efficiency thing. And it's also, because of the pandemic, a very good car to sit for 30 minutes in car line every day to pick up your kid.
Yes.
Like just
yeah. No, we had the house swap we did last summer. Those guys had a Tesla, and Steven, my friend whose home we were swapping at, really wanted me to drive it, and I was like, because I don't really want anything to happen to it and everything, but
sure.
I didn't really care. Like I wasn't interested, and
Yep.
my son was kind of bugging me, and so like the day before he went home, I was like, all right, let's just take this thing out around the neighborhood. And it's a lot of like weird electronic, whatever. I was afraid. It's like, did I turn it off? Like I don't.
Yeah, it's different. No denying it. It's absolutely,
which is fine.
different.
I mean, it's not like they designed a car and they're like, look, you've got reins, and it's like riding a horse. It doesn't have to be the same.
Yep.
But it was I just unfamiliar with it, and but just even like just driving up the street, like I mean the acceleration is explosive, and I mean I'm sure there are some kind of high end Porsche or something that can rival it, but I mean the 0 to whatever time is astronomically small. Like it's like G-force small, like slam you into the seat fast, so that I get, sure. I mean, I obviously I understand the appeal of that, but I also think like for me, like I would get in trouble in this thing. Like I would.
Oh, I'm not saying I won't.
No, I mean, I don't be getting tickets. I haven't had a ticket in, whatever number. It's been forever, but I would get one. Like first week, I'd be.
Yeah.
It's like a clock's going 120 down the Lower Macungie Boulevard or whatever it's called. Speed limit is 35.
Oh, there's a 1 in front of that? I don't know.
There was a straight shot.
Straight.
Anyway, congratulations.
Well,
I mean, I hate to ask, how much is this awful thing going to set you back?
So
the
you
awful
can
price.
You can spend whatever you want. We got like the basic of basic. I mean, it's still expensive. It's still all-wheel drive, but you can go price it out. But like even paint is $1,000. So like we just went.
I mean, what do they start at? What's the starting price of the Tesla?
Of any Tesla?
Of this one.
Of this one is I think 49.
Yeah. Okay. I would have guessed 45, but yeah. Okay. And you don't get credits or anymore, right? Like, didn't you used to get like some kind of a alternate fuel tax credit?
Yeah. No, that's all gone. You do get a credit because we're having a guy come and put an outlet in our garage that will charge it for us.
Sure, sure.
So but that's like $100. So it's like nothing.
Well, if we ever travel again, Brad, this will be nice when you go to the airport. You'll be able to get preferential parking and stuff like that. Yeah. No,
yeah,
cool.
we'll see. I mean, we've ordered it, so I don't know. I don't candidly know when we'll take delivery. We might.
Do they have one-click ordering on their website? Is that how you do
it? Effectively is. It's like you just punch in your name, your credit card number for $100 deposit, and then that's it. And then you just sit and wait.
Wow. Well, Brad, that is a very positive vote for the future. I wish I could share your enthusiasm.
Yeah. Well, it's more so a positive vote towards we need a second car here, and we're trying to figure out, we're trying to hedge our bets of when we're going to need it, because it's
right.
The school thing is kind of what's the hiccup. So
yeah, I wrote this in the comments to something. The premium newsletter this week was about back to school or whatever, and how weird this year is, and there's these things that kind of that mark the passage of time. That was a real Boston mark. And around this area, because we have corn everywhere, and that stuff sits there drying, and we've got, like, everywhere I think has, like, tomatoes are crazy, and corn is everywhere, and but here specifically, like, the school buses start rolling by the house, and, like, you can set your clock to them, like they're incredibly accurate. And I was just thinking, like, I haven't seen a single school bus, And of course, most of the schools here are probably, I don't even know, we don't have kids in school here anymore. I'm not really paying that much attention, but I assume they're, like, mostly virtual. I don't know what's going on, but just this morning, sitting there reading the paper, I hear this familiar sound. I look up and a bus goes rolling by the house, and I'm like, huh. So then we saw our second bus later, and it was picking up a kid. Mm-hmm. So some semblance of
normalcy is.
I mean, we'll see how long that lasts, but
yeah, and that's why we went the route we did, is that we've effectively got a month to kind of hedge our bets, and we'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see. Other things we might see this month are the Xbox Series S, which again is showing up in more branding. Some individual went out and bought a controller just off the shelf, I'm assuming at Best Buy or whatever, opened it up and looked at his Game Pass Ultimate subscription card that comes in it for like 2-week trial or whatever it is, and says, hey, you can use this on your Xbox Series S, and that's just fascinating.
Brad, I have to ask again. I feel like you've been flouting this rumor for over almost 2 years now, and when are you going to just admit that you made it all up? I'm just curious.
This is my long,
You're
this is actually, Paul, I'm quitting today. This has been my long running hoax that this thing doesn't exist and I'm out.
Brad Sams quits in disgrace after admitting he made up everything about Lockhart or whatever.
Yeah. So we'll see. I thought it was going to show up in August, but they kind of pushed it into September, and now we're just sitting here. It is.
This one seems safe to me because Sony already announced they're having 2 consoles. So why wouldn't you just, like, these guys? It seems like they're kind of circling each other. Like, obviously the big one is price. I mean, this is the one I feel like both companies are ready to trigger, like, a last second reduction if they have to. But I mean, the console seems safe, If it's everywhere. Just freaking announce it.
Yep. Well, I think that's sort of was the only reason I kind of wrote this up, is that, hey, if this is on a retail card that is showing up on a product that didn't leak, unlike some of those other controllers, like, this thing was designed or expected to be announced at least by now.
Yeah, right. And it was just a normal controller, like,
it was just a normal one. It wasn't the new generation. It was just a normal go to Best Buy, grab it. This is what's inside. So,
oh, Microsoft, you're either talking about it too much, like the Duo, or not talking about it at all.
And we'll be finding out if they're talking today about the TikTok. I think it was CNBC said yesterday that announcement might come out today about who's.
I'll tell you. Well. I'm going to be a little late today, so maybe 9:45, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll be going to the gym. Mm-hmm. So I would pay attention at that time. That's when that will happen.
I was going to say, you're not going to be on a plane. That's typically when
this is as close as I can get. So within the 4 to 5 miles I typically go from the house these days, and this is as far as I will usually get. So it's the ideal time.
Yep. There you go. All right. Well, we will see if this podcast is moving to TikTok later today, or you can tune back in tomorrow and hopefully, I don't know, whatever we're doing tomorrow.